Welcome back, my nail queens. Today, you cannot tell me these don't look like they belong somewhere on a tropical island. I need to be on a tropical island. I have to tell my husband that. Anywho, when I started this set, all I knew is I wanted some bright colors and I wanted to use these nail ink sets that I've had for some time now. And I've used nail ink before, but I wanted to try these specifically. So I have some neon blues, yellow, greens, and pinks, and that's what we're going to use today. You need to shake them up if you got them. You got the sediment because it's basically some powder, like a pigment powder, and I'm not sure the liquid, of course, but it's the pigment powder in there. Anyway, we're going to get started with that. And that's how we ended up with this tropical theme. So, I just like to, yeah, I just like it. Anyway, now, if you've never worked with nail ink before, it's one of my favorite ways to create soft watercolor style backgrounds. And that way it just looks more complicated than it actually is. And that's one of the reasons I love to do it. And I love to see when when the when the colors just so the deeper the more times you apply in the same structure of how you actually put it on the nail, place it on the nail, it'll get a deeper hue. So you can go back as many times, and the only thing is when you hold it in a certain place too much, it might bubble up. So you have to just basically probably try to blow on it a little bit or have a fan so that it can dry it a little bit more because you don't want it to bleed too much if you're going to go into another layer, a layer of something of some sort. But of course, once you work with it, you'll get the hang of it. Ugh, I just love when things just make me look like I'm extra talented and with minimal effort. But listen, so this, as you can see, you can make all your colors from these prime colors. Oh, is this a prime color? Are these prime colors? Anybody know what the prime colors are? I know these are some of the prime colors. So you can make like browns and stuff. I do have a brown ink, but I don't use it in this one because obviously you can still make it with this. Anywho, I am rambling. Lord have mercy. So now I just have a little bit of acetone and or if you have like some alcohol, you want to just like blend if you want to blend in the colors, you can do that with just a tad. You want to take off the excess acetone because you don't want to just eat through the gel polish either. So, and you don't want it to have a reaction at the towards the end when you're using your finishing polishes as well because it's acetone, right? So we don't want that to sit too long. So you can use alcohol or swipe. If you have some swipe, that's like a mixture of alcohol and something else. I don't know what else is mixed with, but it's got it in there. But yeah. So yeah, I just really wanted. Oh, these look so good. Like I said, we got the pinks, the yellows, the greens, the blues. Basically every color that says "Go outside." It's hot. Go play in the sun. This is honestly my favorite part. But you can always overdo it when you're doing the alcohol blending. And yeah, you just have to watch it. Watching the inks blend together just feels like nail art therapy. And I don't know if that's a real thing, but it is today. at some point in this nail journey of mine, and when I get to a nail that I'm not familiar on how to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish, I have the thought, future me will figure this out. Well, future me has arrived and I still don't know. So I am going to just basically go by what I think is the layers of this bird and then build on top of that. So we're gonna basically have out the out layer of what I think the bird should look like, kind of, sort of, and then just layer each feather and whatnot on top. So we'll see how this goes. And like I said, for the parrot, we're using reds, blues, greens, oranges, and orange and a little bit of black gel paint to give it some definitions. And the trick isn't making every feather perfect at this point. It's focusing on the color placement and letting the overall image do the work because obviously I am not very good at character painting right now or not or just like those types of paintings, but I obviously want to work through it so that we both can get better. If you're following along, this is this is the practice. This is the way that every artist goes through, right? So every artist has that their first start, unless you just like come out the park when knowing that you're an artist and you just that's just your thing. This was not my thing. I am developing it. And so as I get older, I just realize you just never stop learning. And I I am a avid learner. The only thing is avid being an avid learner, you can't go into another field or career and make the money that you want to make. You got to start from the very bottom, which is fine, but you only have so many years of life, right? So, all the stuff that you want to learn and be an expert at, it's a ticket time bomb, baby. Anywho, most artwork goes through an ugly phase. And you just have to trust the process. And this is my trusting the process. So as I continue to practice and show you guys what I'm doing, my goal is to improve every time I come back to you. That is my form of metrics. I hate metrics. I hate metrics at work. Everybody knows I hate metrics. My boss knows I hate metrics. I don't think everything in life deserves to be on a metric, but I do have a goal. My goal is to have nails look better than the last time, right? So that is my goal, and I don't consider any metrics. How it takes as long as it takes. Nothing good or great comes from just coming up with a freaking metric. Look, I am going on a tangent. Let me stop. This is not the time nor the place. And so you just carving out stuff and just making it however you want to make it. And you do like Bob Ross used it, a little happy spot here, there. And I'm just trying to make sure that it's kind of dry so that when I apply this matte, I want to apply some matte because I don't want anything to disappear once I put it in my hands in some water or something, right? And if I want to add anything to the top of this. So I am going to end up adding something to these nails just to give it a little bit more pop. But for the most part, that's going to be it. Something simple. And you can absolutely stop right here. This could be, this could absolutely be your stopping point. I actually want to do another set with the nail ink, and we'll do some. That's another story. If you have any ideas of what we should accomplish in the next video or another video, I do have a series. I have a series coming, and I can't wait to share it with you. I will probably post a community post next week sometime to let you know what the series is going to begin with, and we're just going to go with it. How about that? It's going to be amazing. I think so. And so if, if you want to tune in, go ahead and hit that subscribe, like this video, comment that you're going to be there, or put one in the chat if you're going to be there, and I'll see you on that side. Look at that. Look at this set. The bright ink backgrounds, the tropical colors, the hand painted parrot, the gold accents. Everything came together exactly how I imagined, somewhat. Everything needs improvement, but it looks pretty good to me. And of course, I'm wearing them because look at me. I'm out in the jungle, y'all. The. I'm outside. I'm outside, and she's outside. If you enjoyed today's tropical nail art adventure, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me for more nail art experiments, tutorials, and creative journeys.